Welcome, everyone, to the Uncommon Wealth Partners Market Update. I'm your host, Brian Dewhurst, checking in where the market is at midway through December 2018, and it's red. S&P 500 down 2.67, NASDAQ down 4.40, Dow down 2.45, gold down 4.97, and Bitcoin outside the woodshed at negative 77.68. Oh, man. Where do we begin? Let's go to the charts. This is the S&P 500 monthly. Put in a big yellow ring to try to assist with what we're looking at. We've got two red candles. You can kind of see historically, whenever we've had red candles, it's led to, obviously downside volatility. We're waiting to see how bad this is. And one of the other things we're waiting to see is this little green line to cross the white line. You can kind of see here, in the 2016 leading up to the election, 2015. We're waiting to see if that line broke, and it did not. Down here, the green line did not break through the white line. Here it did, coming out of 2009, and then obviously going into the financial crisis, it did. And back in 2000, it did as well. But these are long-term trends, and so that's one of the main things we're looking at on this chart, on top of the blue and red candles, the green dots, and the momentum down here. This is a weekly zoomed-in chart of the S&P 500 on a one-year scale. So we're going to see a lot more clarity and depth to this chart. You can see here on the weekly, the green line has crossed through. This green line is basically the average of the last 8 trading days, and the white line is the last 21 trading days. And so we're trying to see when that momentum shifts. And you can kind of see down here, the green dots are moving to red dots, and down here are kind of our momentum indicator. Our pressure gauge has gone from positive to negative. So in the short term, the charts are looking very weak. And, this gap between the 21 and the 8 are opening up, which is telling us things could look worse before they get better. On our monthly zoomed out S&P chart on a kind of a different scale, it's still showing green bars. Again, so that's one of the things we're looking at, which is positive. And in here, our channel is still open, but we've got the white line, which is the price of the S&P 500, kind of on the monthly chart here, kind of plunging down towards the longer term moving averages. We saw that happen in 15, 16, kind of pullback here, but they didn't cross. But down in here, obviously, when price breaks through the longer term moving averages, there looks to be a lot more weakness ahead. So that's something we're watching very closely. And gold, it's just kind of languishing here, looking for probably its right shoulder. This is going to be the right shoulder here. This down here is the head, and this right here is the left shoulder. That could be a long-term inverse head and shoulders pattern, which could be bullish here. And a lot of pressure has been building up on our kind of pressure gauge down here, suggesting that a move either up or down significantly over the next few years could definitely happen, and it's building pressure. So we're watching that. And then this I thought was a pretty simple chart on Bitcoin, just to show this is a 1 year, so not year to date. So that's why the percentage change is a little bit different than the first slide that I had. But so this goes back to mid-December 2017, when it was a little higher than year end. And so anyways, down 83% for the last 12 months. And just a nice slow decline, it was fast out of the gate, but it's been slow from here. So anyways, Bitcoin is continuing to languish, and we wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I know it's, can always be unnerving when the markets are a little more volatile, especially around the holidays. So Philip and I wish you the best. Merry Christmas. And again, if you want to talk about how this relates to your plan, your allocations, we do want to meet with you. And wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we will have an update for you at year end. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situations, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational purposes and is not to be construed as a solicitation or an offer to buy or sell a security or any other related financial instruments. Nor should any of the content be taken as investment advice. Any of the opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice, and Uncommon Wealth Partners LLC is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Uncommon Wealth Partners LLC and its respected officers
and associates or clients may have an interest in the securities or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Uncommon Wealth Partners does not accept any liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. We recommend that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision.